Hey guys, so today I am going to talk about Tuah, which is Hailey Welch's Tuah. Spit on that dang, right? I have no idea why it made her so famous. I think a lot of people are confused about that. It's mildly funny, but not funny enough to scam your fan base on a meme coin. That being said, she is getting ratioed, and this is probably the type of justice for somebody who came out of nowhere, making minimal wage, getting Mark Cuban on the podcast, getting some massive names, and then nada. This will probably end her. You look at the ratio, that 1.7K was before the controversy. That 30,000 people disliking a video is a lot of people disliking a video. That 30,000, let's call them haters, they're going to stick to her much, much closer than the 1.7 people who appreciate her podcast. Now, is she going to jail? Like Nick Merck says, no. And the answer is there isn't really government laws to put her in jail. There's not much criminal. Now, again, you can say it's a security, but it's been Logan Paul, Jake Paul, who is specifically involved in this. There's just not a good piece of law. Now, I would recommend if you don't like this and people in crypto, the reason that so many of these shady people get into crypto, there's no responsibility. Most of them don't even use their real names. Most of them don't even have their real images. Many of them are criminals already. Logan Paul, when he was talking about CryptoZoo, one of the individuals that was making the project was legitimately a criminal. And they scrubbed his record, but Logan still presented it, which is bizarre, right? I mean, if Logan Paul knew this guy was a criminal and he did a background check on him, why would he still work with him? And then you got some, very shady, characters like collectible gurus selling fake. He sold dumb money a fake booster box, first edition Pokemon based booster box, and he had a whole story to go with it. Oh, it was in a safe with 5 other boxes, and he was going to give it for the 25th anniversary birthday for his grandson. I mean, he had a whole long story about how that box came to existence. Turned out it was fake. So Tuah, by this point, is just getting ratioed out of oblivion. She won't be able to. There were already people who didn't like her. Let's call them haters for a simple term. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but let's just call them haters. She already had a lot of people who didn't like her. There was a tennis player, Nick someone, and he was like, this is a talentless, basically a talentless prostitute, right? And then he got some backlash, right? But at the same time, she doesn't have any talent. She really doesn't. I've watched all the podcasts. I watched the majority of podcasts. Sometimes I have to put it on 2x speed. And she's not smart. Pookie's pickle and this. She doesn't have anything to bring to the table. And she turned her 15 minutes of fame, and this is, good on her, into something more substantial. But holy shit, she's getting torn apart. So this is in her own video. I just read you some of this stuff. And you as a YouTuber myself, you do kind of care what people say a little bit, right? I mean, yeah, you can ignore but when you have 30,000 people disliking your video, maybe even more, because who knows, like if the dislike thing actually works. But Tuah, let me show you.
I seen him. I was like, I texted Hailey and I said.
So I'm on Tuah now. Yeah. How not to get canceled 101. Don't do a pump and dump with a meme coin. Guys, stop with the negative comments. I'm tired of liking them all. You all seen the CoffeeZilla video? She really said, what the F are you doing on here? Laughed my ass off. You better talk to a lawyer. The fact that she already running a crypto scam means the people managing her know her 15 minutes of fame is almost up. And these all have thousands and thousands of likes, by the way. is almost up. Whoever she's partnered with will take their percentage, and she'll be left to deal with the legal fallout and end up penniless. Mark my words. The Paul brothers not only gave her a podcast, but they also gave her financial advice. Sorry to interrupt this comment chain, but I'm going to bed. How to avoid being canceled. Have actual talent. Don't scam people. So yeah, that's the one thing that is coming to the forefront, is that this individual is simply not talented. And that was okay because she was a nice person. She was doing charity for dogs, and when she donated half her income, half her first $1 million to a dog charity, but she wants you to donate to that dog charity too. And for $250,000, she is more than happy. More than happy to do this scam. So that's why, again, I can make a whole investigation video, and I will, about the dog charity. I am very skeptical of this dog charity. You all talked about how she was so humble when she first went viral, but she has finally shown who she really is by scamming people. What a shame. Gets asked about the rug pull. Well, guys, it's been fun. Gotta go to bed. How not to get canceled. Proceeds to take notes from Logan Paul, Sam Pepper. Oh boy, when things couldn't get better, she did a Mr. Beast, Logan Paul style crypto scam. Absolute classic. Imagine being in the middle of an important call discussing a possible scam, including yourself, and you're saying, I'm headed to bed. Goodbye, y'all. When discussion includes your fans' welfare. Despicable. CoffeeZilla is going to destroy you. I hope you're investing some of those scam coin earnings into getting a good lawyer. The podcast is dying in the first 10 episodes. What do we do? Scam them. I sold my kidney for Talk Tuah coin, and this is what I get from you. This is not trustworthy Tuah of you. This video titled Aged Like Million-Year-Old Milk. Are you effing kidding me? Your next guest should be CoffeeZilla. That would be interesting. This girl be scamming y'all. Can't believe people still here watching her content. Girl pulled a Logan Paul. Sold her soul the minute she hit Hollywood. So her whole persona is that she is a nice person. She's very humble. She loves animals. That's been ripped to shreds. And I think the animal part thing is specifically offensive to me. It doesn't make any sense. You donate $500,000 to animals. Like, I want to see the receipts. Because somebody who donates $500,000 to animals, it's very simple math. If you're so strung hard, you're so greedy for money, which there's nothing wrong against. You're not the person who donates half your first million to animal welfare. You're the type of person who does a crypto scam for $250,000. Yes, I know there were some profits, but basically, I'm pretty sure she's only receiving $250,000. Will she go to jail? No. Unfortunately, the criminal laws on these crypto scams just are not very strong. One example of somebody who did go to jail was Sam Bankman-Fried, but he did it on such an epical scale that they had to put him in jail. They had no choice but to put him in jail, even though both of his parents were lawyers. They're law professors at Stanford University. And then Caroline Ellis, also in jail, but, she'll get, time served and something like that. She'll be out in jail in no time. When you talk about this, you look at it. She went from 2.6 million to almost nothing. I think the desperation of the scam was her channel was dying. This is all before the scams. It goes from 870 to 335 to 295 to 255 to 257 to 507. That's with Jake Paul. These are really good numbers, but they're on the decline. They're definitely on the decline, and they all have very negative. Then, you look at this one, Mark Cuban, 260K. That was a week ago. That should have enough time. So she went from 2.6 million views to 200. So she's lost 90% of her viewership because it's a meme. Once the hype is over and people don't think the joke is as funny anymore, and they're on to the next joke, Well, no one cares. She literally lost, even before this, from her second video, which was 2.6 million views, to her Mark Cuban video, which is second most, from his second odious video to the second newest video, you lost 90%. And you're just getting absolutely obliterated. So in addition to losing 90% of your views, you're getting obliterated in the likes and dislikes and in the comment section. Her career's over. I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Bye, guys.